What's poppin', world? I hope all is well. Thanks for tuning in. It's your boy Speech the Beast. I appreciate you for coming in and kicking it with me. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. If you like what you're hearing in any moment in this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you got something to say, drop it in the comment section. Today, we're going to do a little review of the It's Giving podcast. Sarah brought Karlous Miller on from the 85 South comedy crew or whatever it is, right? She brought him in and she's asking him some great questions. I clipped this interview up. I got a lot of clips because it was a great interview, but I'm not going to show all of the clips in this video. I'm going to chop it up. So like in this video right here, I'm going to tackle 3 topics. The first one's going to be the whole telling men to get a 5 or 6, right? As far as women, right? We're going to tackle that one and his response on it. Then we're going to jump into the whole thing of how she feels about men who wear jewelry and this, that, and the third. And then we're going to talk about when choosing a woman, would men rather have brains or beauty? We're going to jump into that, right? Go ahead and buckle your seatbelts. It's going to be a good one. I'm going to let them give their perspective on it. I'm going to give my perspective on it. We're going to have a good time. Again, at any moment, if you got something to say, drop it in the comment section. Without further ado, let's get this thing rocking.
Date a 5 or 6. He told the fellas, 6 or 6. He told the fellas.
That's terrible advice.
Why?
Because 5 or 6s, they don't fit the aesthetic.
No.
No. Plus, it's just like, why would you sell yourself short? If you got to put the same effort in to get a 5 or a 6 to get a 10, why not just get a 10?
But do they?
But that's the thing, brother. So he's saying, she said Paul Pierce told men to go for a 5 or 6, right? A more humble woman. That's the angle that Paul Pierce was coming from. And so Karlous is saying, no way. They don't fit the aesthetic, right? They don't fit the look that you would need as a man, walking side by side with you. He's saying if you got to put in the same effort to get a 5 or a 6 as you would to get the 10, you might as well go and get the 10. The truth is, now you got to put way more effort in to get the 10 in most cases, right? In most cases. Now, I think that you should go out and get the best looking woman you can who desires you. I'm going to say it again. I think you should go out and get the best looking woman you can who desires you, right? But the key is she desires you as well, right? So just to desire her, she desires you. Go get the best looking one. So if that's a 9, get that 9. Let's be clear. But if it's a 6, that's the best you can do as far as who desires you back, get that 6. All right, let's keep going.
They require the same effort?
Absolutely.
Do you feel like someone that's a 10 or a 5 or 6 have the same level of self-esteem?
Yes. The 5 or the 6 probably has more self-esteem than the 10.
Really?
Heck no. See, that's where y'all at. He's saying a 5 or a 6 has the same self-esteem as a 10. That is not true. 10s, no, they are 10s, especially now that we have social media. Their inboxes are full. Their comments are full. Their likes are through the roof. Everywhere they go, people is all over them. For the most part, their confidence, their self-esteem is through the roof. You might have a few of them who might still think, oh, I need to lose a couple of pounds, or oh, I need to do this, or oh, I need to do that. But for the most part, their self-esteem is a lot higher than a woman who's a 5 or a 6. Let's stop the cap.
Really?
Absolutely.
Why you say that?
Because she's aspiring to be a 10. And in her mind, she's already a 10. And you have to play along with
The 5 or 6 thinks
Yes.
she's a 10?
Yeah.
You think 5 or
There's no 10
He is capping out of his butt. 5s and 6s do not think they're 10s. Majority of them don't. Of course, you're going to have some who have been told their whole life how pretty they were. I can't even say the word. How pretty they are and how they're princesses and queens and all of that, right? I'm sure guys have been gassing them up their whole life, right? Sure, you got 5s and 6s that have been told it their whole life. But they know good and well that when they step in a room with a 9 or a 10, they're looking at her, because these same women will look at them and, you're so pretty, you're so pretty. I've seen it a million times. They know where they at when they get in that room with a 10.
It's literally walking around here like I'm a 10. The
What-
10 is probably gonna tell you I'm on 5 or 6. He laughing because he know that I'm not.
No, you wrong. That's why he
fine.
laughed.
So you might as well put the same effort in and get a 10.
But you don't feel like it comes with much more of like an entitled mindset?
No, the 10s are not. See, that's the misconception about the 10s.
But tell me more.
The 10s be cool as hell.
Yeah.
Like they try.
Yes, of course you have teams who are cool, but the majority of them feel a sense of entitlement because all the guys are throwing everything at them. This is real life. Now, if there was no such thing as social media, he might be able to get away with what he's saying, right? You have some humble 10s out there, sure. You have some humble 9s out there, sure. And they're nice. I'm not knocking them. You got some nice 8, 9s, and 10s. There's some nice ones, right? Very good quality women. But the vast majority of them, they do have a sense of entitlement. You cannot, they will cut you like that. They will go for the next man. They will do this, they will do that. The margin of error when dealing with them is very small. It's very small.
Trying to do everything to get out of the 10 box. They want to show you that they regular girls. They want to do regular things.
Stuff.
But the 5 or the 6 regular will never be good enough.
Really?
Especially if you have the means to.
That is not true. There are a gazillion of women who are in that 5 and 6 category. They are very humble. A lot of times they don't get the results they want when it comes to the men. Life has humbled them. They look in the mirror, they notice, they know that, and they compare themselves to these other women who are on the high end, 8, 9, 10, and they know where they stand based on the life results, based on the type of men that deal with them. They know where they stand. Many of them are very humble. They're not through the roof. You have some, of course, right? Nothing's an absolute. You're going to have some who think they're higher than that, sure. But the majority of them are more on the humble side. Let's keep going.
Do all of those things that she wants.
So you think that most men are tricking to get on a 5 or 6's roster, or you think they're tricking to get on a 10's roster?
Yes.
The thing about it now is you don't know who the real 10s are.
What does that mean?
You can take a 5 or a 6 and give her the right budget and the right hairstylist, the right makeup.
Now, what he's about to say now, I can agree with to a degree, right? You give him the right amount of money, get him a makeup artist, give him a hairstylist, give him this, give him that. And yeah, they've enhanced. And that's what Kevin Samuels used to call an adjustable 6. An adjustable 6. That's a woman who could one day be a 5 or a 6, and then the next day step out and be an 8 easily, right?
Yes, you can.
No.
Yes, you can.
No.
You don't know she a 5 or a 6 until.
Karlous, you can't change structure.
All right. I'm not just telling you my opinion. Look at how he's laughing. He knows.
You can't change structure though. So we had this conversation before. We were talking about surgery, and this is the exception. We don't speak to the exceptions of the rule. But there was a man that sued his wife, divorced her, and won because the woman that he married, that's not what she really looked like. And she was so beautiful, they had kids, and their kids were ugly. So he divorced her, and he sued her, and he won.
Is that real or like internet?
No, that's real. That's like
I never knew if that was real or not. You know how the internet just make up stuff.
True. That's very true.
I don't know if
that was real. That really happened.
Wouldn't that be something? You marry somebody thinking they look one way, they done had surgeries and everything else. Y'all have kids. Kids come out ugly. That'd be crazy.
Good. Now, I don't feel like even surgery, let alone makeup, that's like, you can't do miracles.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
Miracles, Karlous?
Miracles.
So here's a question.
All right. What do y'all think? Should men go for more average? We're just gonna call them more average women, or should they go for high end as far as in the looks department? Right. I say once again, go for the best looking woman you can get who desires you. Right. So you guys desire each other. The desirability is mutual. Right. Get the best looking woman you can when the desirability is mutual. That's my best way to put it. We're going to jump back over to this other part where she's talking about how she feels about men who wear jewelry. Let's get into it.
They're all like ice.
And too expensive.
Yeah.
I keep a little loose $50 on me or something.
Yeah. You know, I feel like it's really the woman's beautiful opportunity to have all those things. I feel like men that are all like iced out all the time are quite feminine.
Mm.
You know what? Every dude.
Listen to that. She said she thinks that men who are iced out, men who are wearing a lot of jewelry, she said that is feminine. That is insane what she just said. Some of the most masculine men in the world wear jewelry. I'm going to say it again. Some of the most masculine men in the world wear jewelry, right? Men who you cannot double cross. Men who you can't look at a certain way. Men who will blow your head off. Right? Men who come from the trenches, right? Wear jewelry, right? They iced out. It's a sign of I got more money than you do. That's what it is. I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong, but that's all it simply is. I got more money than you do. I'm more bold than you are. I dare you to come take my jewelry, see what's gonna happen to you. That's what it's a boldness, right? It's a boldness. Now, of course, also you got to add the aspect in there of looking good, being seen, flaunt, and this, that, and the third. That's in there. But feminine, nah, that doesn't come to mind at all. Not at all. Let's keep going.
Got a homie in the crew who is iced out. He got to have a fresh fit every time he step outside, and it's like that's his thing. He's dedicated to that.
I feel like it's feminine.
Well, I don't know.
Feminine doesn't mean he's a female. It just means that's a very feminine trait. To
No,
want to be like pretty
no.
Oh,
and shiny
I don't know. I'm from the country.
and
I'm a
attractive.
country dude, man. Mississippi. We be out.
Men and women alike want to be attractive. I'm gonna say it again. Men and women alike want to be attractive. As a matter of fact, if a man is not attractive, most women on a certain level will not look his way. Let's keep going.
Outside in the yard working and
That's
cutting
what I'm
grass.
saying. It's not y'all don't be thinking about.
Be worried about no pretty pants with shiny legs and stuff like
That's what
that.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a woman's job.
Yeah.
But I think that. Do you think women are more attracted to the man that is less flamboyant or more?
Well, I think women are extremely attracted to manly men who do man stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And see, that's the thing. See, wearing jewelry doesn't mean that you're not a manly man or anything like that. It doesn't mean you're not tough. It doesn't mean, now those two don't even go together. You see what I'm saying? Or don't even come against each other. A man wearing jewelry is just him flossing and showing what he's got. Now, when you get to a certain level, right, they say that those types of people on the higher ups are not wearing a lot of jewelry. And I think that to be true. I would say that to be true. You know, they say that some men who wear jewelry is proof that they really ain't got it like that, right? You hear all those things, right? But I would never say that men wearing jewelry are, feminine, or men wearing jewelry or not getting as many women as the men who don't wear jewelry. And this is something that I know firsthand. This is something that I know firsthand throughout my life. I've been a guy who has been looked at to be a quote unquote flashy guy. You see what I'm saying? Right now, I ain't got no jewelry on, right? But generally speaking, I might have on some earrings, you know, might got on earrings, I might have on a chain, I have on a watch, nice outfits, so on and so forth. When I was young, I had, front gold teeth, a mouth, tops and bottoms, And the thing about it was, oh, you knew not to play with me. I was very masculine. Oh, you would fear me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't say that to be funny or nothing like that. But, it wasn't a game. It wasn't nothing feminine about it. And as far as who getting the most women, oh, I ain't never getting women was never a problem. Getting women, and I'm talking about a lot of women, was never a problem, right? And I don't say that to brag. I'm just keeping it 100. Um, Me as a man in any room, and I'm talking about for my age group, right? At all times, as I climb, I ain't never had no issue getting women. I ain't never had an issue attracting women. Now that doesn't mean that there weren't women along the way who might have been like, you're too flashy for me. You're too flashy. And, sure, that's the thing, So, of course, you may not get all of them, but you're going to have amount to where the men in the room respect you and the women see you and they trying to see who you leaving with, right? They got eyes on you. That was a real thing. The jewelry, it never stopped. And I'm talking about all kinds of women. So not some people, oh, well, that was just a hood one. No. I done had, I done dealt with, I don't want to put myself out there, sound crazy or nothing, but high-end women. I've dealt with a lot of high-end women in high positions, whether it be in school or in their career path, the job title, high-end, very high-end, you know, and it just is what it is. The jewelry, the flash, that didn't stop nothing. It's long as you carry yourself as a man, and me personally, I'm a man of God, so you know, and I got brains, all of the above, right? I got that leadership trait. I'm very serious at the same time. I can be quiet, I can be calm. I'm not loud and rowdy, anything like that. But the jewelry, me wearing the jewelry, it never stopped nothing, right? It's about how you carry yourself. It's about your mindset, your spirit, all that good stuff. How you take care of yourself, your hygiene, cars, your assets, so on and so forth, right? Those things will take you a long way. I'm sorry, I didn't talk that long. Let's keep going.
But like you said, in this city, you see a lot of flash and flamboyant
I don't
things.
like it.
But that goes with that job that they do,
Does it?
that lifestyle that they
Yeah.
live.
Yep.
Is it real?
Yeah. Because believe it or not, those dudes they still attract a lot of women.
I'm sure,
Oh
but
yeah.
I think they attract a certain type of woman.
Mm-mm.
I
They
Nope.
they
think,
doing what they want.
yeah, I think, honest, this is what I think. You tell me what's the truth.
Okay.
When I look at a man that is very flashy, it's almost like the bait, right? He's baiting a certain type of fish.
Right.
One type of bait that works for a salmon is not going to work for tilapia. It's made in a lab. We all know that. But what I'm saying is, it's a different bait that you have to use in order to get that fish. I just so happen to think that men that are more flashy to bait certain types of women are baiting the right now, next weekend, the
No.
weekend after that, next 3 months, maybe you get to.
Nope. She's off. I've pulled women, I'm telling you, whether it be and got married. You see what I'm saying? And got married. So it's turned into long-term relationships, right? It's not just she's thinking it's a quick pop. Now you can get that, but nah, you can do that and very much so find your wife. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, it's about the mindset, the spirit, and then everything else, the aesthetic. How you take care of yourself, your body, your assets, your education, so on and so forth, your job title. All of that come into play. The jewelry is just there. You like nice jewelry, you like nice jewelry. But it doesn't mean you're just going to attract a short-term woman. No. Mm-mm. I've had serious relationships that women who I've met with the jewelry on, or they liked the picture that I had or whatever, and it started something strong. So nah, it ain't what she's saying. But shout out to her. She's doing a good job.
6, and then I'm on to the next. And by the way, while I'm with you, I have 3 others. I don't feel like men that are super flashy are committal.
Why not?
I think why? What do
Men who are flashy can be very committal. I'm an example for myself. I'm an example myself. And look at a lot of the guys in the rap game and in the sports and this and that. A lot of those guys are in serious relationships and or have been married for a long time, especially in the rap game. A lot of them guys who flashy, they may had a women in the videos, but now they're going home to one woman. You know what I'm saying? I hate to use my man Gucci Mane as an example, but there's a lot of examples out there. Athletes, rappers, so on and so, celebrities, or just people in regular life. I'm just using the celebrity athlete thing because a lot of people know them. But you have people in regular everyday life who they like their jewelry. It's how we came up. We grew up seeing the videos. We grew up seeing the guys on cribs, MTV cribs, and different things like that, and we gravitate towards it. We say, "Oh man, when I get money, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get that." So it doesn't correlate to say, "Oh well, these guys with jewelry just want a quick hit and they out the door." No, we grow up liking that stuff. So when we get money, we get it. That doesn't mean we're bad guys. It has nothing to do with our hearts, our souls. None of that. It's just something we wear because we enjoy it and we like it. It look good. And everybody else can't get it. You know, it is what it is. Let's keep rolling.
you? What is the point of doing all of that? It's so much.
They
It
like
is
it
what
though.
it
And it's
is.
not just to attract women. Like a
Well,
lot of dudes who are flashy, they use the flash to attract opportunities also.
what kind of opportunities? I think that's also
It
a
depends
certain
on
type
the
of
industry.
opportunity. Also,
Yeah.
but I'm saying like if you were, let's say if you were
Plus, the old saying is, if you look like
make money,
Yeah.
you can make money.
I think you can look like you make money without being flashy.
And that's a true statement. You can look like you make money without being flashy. I agree with that. So this ain't a battle. See, some people try to get in this battle of people who kind of flash or whatever versus people who not, who better. Nah, you in your lane. If we flash whatever, we in this other lane over here. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, she was speaking about the women a second ago. A lot of times, the women who step away, back away, or don't get involved with men like that, who flash whatever, it's because they don't want to compete on that level against the other women who want those guys who are flashy. That's why a lot of women stand back too, because they don't want to compete with other women because the whole perception is, oh, he flashy, he got this, he got that. A lot of women coming his way, he getting a lot of women. That's the other reason. So it's not that they necessarily don't like it. It's because they might not like what come with it. Let's get it straight, man. Y'all, hey, speak to me. Y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. Y'all getting real content over here every day. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
I think there's a very like well put together, well groomed. Like we know a man that is doing okay. It doesn't necessarily matter what he has on. I think that's just an easy.
Maybe.
It's like
True.
it's like women that are like dressed in like a sleazy way, where it's like everything is out. It's just an easy way to show what you got,
Yeah.
and you're gonna get on that level of what you
Right.
got.
But you got to keep in mind, they're using what they have
Yeah.
to attract people who like this stuff.
But the problem is what they have doesn't keep them.
It's not about keeping them all the time. Nobody's really thinking long term.
You don't think?
I don't.
I think all women want to be married. The 99.
And we're gonna tap into that. That's going into another segment. That's a video that I think I'm gonna put out tomorrow. But for right now, let's jump into this next one.
Let's get back to it. Would you rather be with a beautiful idiot, meaning their IQ is low, or a universally unattractive great partner?
Take the beautiful idiot.
Wow.
Why y'all?
The beautiful idiot. What y'all think? Brains or beauty? Brains or beauty? That's what this is a matter of. What y'all think? Excuse me. Now, me personally, she said a universally unattractive. That was the other option. Or a beautiful idiot. I might have to go with the beautiful idiot. I know. I might go because look, I can teach her, I can groom her, I can lead her. You know what I'm saying? But a woman who's universally unattractive, I mean, you probably be able to do something with her sometimes. But as far as even like, so okay, there's going out with it, going out places with it. You ain't gonna want to do that. You ain't gonna want to show it to the fellas. You're not really gonna want to show it to the family. This is big, y'all. I'm serious. This is a real thing. When you are with a woman who is not attractive, and I'm not saying that I have been, but I know people who have. People look at you. People look down on you. People look down on you as a man if you are with a woman who is unattractive. Period. Hey, I don't care. If you're with a woman that's unattractive, everybody gonna look down on you. Despite what she doing, they might say, okay, that's good, that's good. But they like, man, he settled big time. He really went low this time. That's what they're gonna be thinking in their head. And I just can't go out like that. Now, the beautiful idiot, she can't be disrespectful. Like, she's got to be very respectful, very loyal, but maybe in the intelligence department, I might have to teach her everything. She may not know a whole lot, sure. But I can't be out here with a woman who is universally unattractive. I can't do it.
Looking at me like that. She can learn.
Right.
She can learn.
What if she
Right.
can't?
Her looks in my brains could go a long way.
Right.
What? Truly.
Yeah.
You would see, and this is why I tell women, do the best with your genetic potential. Men are aesthetic.
We are.
They want you to look, but I'm trying to tell you, so many men will be like, we
They will
don't
give
care.
you the popular answer. I'll take the beautiful idiot though.
Really?
Absolutely.
Do you think most men would take the beautiful idiot?
Yes.
Yeah.
Any man who's dealt with women, whether they be attractive or unattractive, they know that for a fact. People treat you different when your ladies are unattractive.
Exactly.
They treat you different?
They treat you, they
They
judge
treat the
you.
man different?
They
Yes.
judge you based off your lady.
Yes.
Absolutely.
What you mean?
She's a reflection of you.
Okay.
So if you have
Yeah.
an unattractive woman, and you say you're in a business setting, right?
Men, remember that your woman is a reflection of you at all times. She is a reflection of you. Remember that.
Bring her around, they're gonna look at you like you don't make good decisions.
Wait. You're saying if you're in a business meeting and your woman comes in and she's unattractive, they think you don't make good. What if she's smart?
Men
She's
don't do a lot of business with men who are like, who that's your thing. Like you have 4, 5s, and 6s around. You can get a lot more opportunities as a man from other men if they know that you're a guy that brings around a nice atmosphere when you're around. Like you're the guy that all the women like.
Yeah.
He's gonna get some opportunities based off that.
Yeah.
Dang.
Believe it or not.
Dang.
Yeah. You know those guys in the NBA that sit on the bench? Why you think they still on the bench? They bring something to the table. It's just not what they want to put on the floor.
Dang.
Absolutely.
They just
Good point.
Dang.
That's a good
Right.
point.
It's not even the superstars who like get all the women. It be the dudes who just on the team.
that's true.
Absolutely.
That's definitely true.
Yeah, so when the superstar, when he want to party, who he call? That
Yeah.
dude that sit at the end of the bench, because that's the dude who got the time and the patience, and he can call 20, 30 chicks to come hang out with 4 NBA players. That's his role. He's a role player. He gonna be taken care of as long as he's that guy.
What is happening?
That's it, y'all. That's it.
Attractive, they know that for a fact.
All right, guys. You saw that, you heard that. What are your thoughts? I tackled 3 topics today, right? First one, should men go after 5s and 6s, right? I say men should go after the most beautiful woman they can who also desires them back. Whatever that number is, whatever, as long as you both desire each other, right? Next, you said that, men wearing a lot of jewelry, that's a feminine trait. I said it is not. That has nothing to do with it. I feel like it's masculine. It could be showbowy. It could be cocky. It could be, whatever you want to call it. But feminine is one thing you can't say it is, right? Last but not least, she said brains or beauty, right? Me and Carlos agree that a lot of men or most men would go after the beauty, right? Brains is good. You do want to a smart woman who can move a certain way, this and the third. But most men will choose that beauty. Remember, women, beauty is your number one agency. I know a lot of y'all want to chase the dollars and chase the degrees and do this and do that. But beauty is your number one agency in the eyes of a man. All right. Anyway, like the video, share the video, leave a comment in the comment section. I can be off on this. Remember to share this with your family and friends because we don't want to be successful by ourselves. Also, subscribe. We are growing fast. Come on, help me get to the 1,000. I've done it on another channel. Help me get this channel to 1,000 subscribers. Like it so we can get into the algorithm and get this video out to everybody. A lot of these videos are not making it into the algorithm. Please help me do that. Please help me do that. I want to do some lives. I want to get some panels going. I want to have these conversations and get you all thoughts on it. Let's have a conversation together. Let's do it, y'all. Remember this, keep God first. I love you all. Be blessed.